are live.
We are live. Hi, everybody. Okay, so I got some food and some caffeine and some nicotine in me. I am ready to go. So, once people start coming in, again, this has nothing to do with, oh, you had a read this morning. It has nothing to do with reads, guys. We are looking at the curiosity decks and the things in the cubbies. So, we have gotten down to one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We have seven cubbies available. I'm sorry, right? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yes, we have seven cubbies available. So in them cubbies is all kinds of things. So I am letting you guys pick what cubbies we look at, and then I will get a scavenger list going. You can't hear me? You can't hear me? Do I have anything muted? Nope. I don't have that muted. Can't hear me.
Twisted Sushi can.
That was on you. It's all good, Maruta. Thank you. All right. So, again, this morning, as I said, if you weren't in this morning's situation, I will drop some links for you guys. There are a couple of things that I desperately do kind of need, but I want to earn them. So there will be reads for those that pick a cubby, but it doesn't matter if you had one this morning. You can have another one. We're just picking a space. So this morning, we went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10, 11, and 13. So what we have available is 5, 7, 8, 9, 12, 14, which is the hanging, and we have what's on my desk. Basically what it is I'm showing you guys a little snitbit pieces of what I have for decks, right? Everybody's always wanting to know, where do I get my scavenger list ideas? I literally get them from my decks. I never put out a scavenger hunt prompt that cannot be found in one way, shape, form, or fashion in a Terra, Oracle, or Cartomancy deck. So we are lifting vibrations. I am not here to demand you guys pick a number, but those are your number choices. So again, our number choices, somebody wants 7. Twisted wants 7. Okay, so cubby number 7. So basically, I'm going to go through the whole cubby. I'm going to show you what's in the cubby. And then if you want a read out of it, just tell me 1 or 2 decks that just jump out at you, or just say whatever. And I can grab whatever the universe or Miles or somebody in this beautiful team that wants me to connect with you with. Swampy, we did 11 this morning. The options are 5, 7 just got called, so we don't have 7. So we have 5, 8, 9, 12, 14, and what's on my desk. So you can call out another number. Absolutely. It doesn't matter if you picked one this morning. You can pick another one. I don't care. This is just for fun, just to look at my decks. So we are starting with Twisted. So I believe she was the first one. So man behind the curtain, if you can go ahead and
Let's scare what's 24.
24. Well, when I get to 24, I will personally make sure that cubby 24 is all for you. If I had a cubby 24 or 22, I wish I had them, but I don't have that many decks, y'all. I know I feel like I should, but I do not.
14 and desk, right?
Yes, we have 5, 7, 8, 9, 12, 14 is hanging, which is behind me back here. And then we have what's on my desk. And what's on my desk is a large to-do thing. So whoever picks desk, I hope you got more than 2 minutes because it will take us a minute to walk through it. But we are starting with the first one. And the first one that came up was what, Thomas?
Well, they're starred and they're in order, I think. Twisted wanted 7.
Twisted wants 7. So 7 is right here. So we will look at what's in cubby 7. So, and a big double thank you to the couple of people that donated this morning. Thank you so very much. So needed. Thank you. All right. So in cubby number 7, this is what we have. So cubby number 7. We have the Guardians of the Night Tarot, which is an MJ deck. We have a Moonology. We have another MJ deck. This is the Crow Tarot. Why does it feel like it is different right now than when it was? Anyway, we have the Archetypes card, which chef's kiss. Wonderful. We have the Mystical Melodies, which is so much fun if you're a 70s kind of brat like I am. We have the Radiant Wise Tarot, Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. Pamela Coleman Smith, I believe, edition. I think. I don't know how all that goes, but I love it, and she's mine. And we have the Spicy Burrito, which is the I don't know how to say it, y'all. Sausage burrito? I don't think it's sausage burrito either. Sasarabito. I don't know. Ramon, how do you say this? Anyway, I call it the spicy burrito just like everybody else. So that is what is in cubby number 7. So, Twisted, since this was your cubby, did any of these jump out at you? 1 or 2 of these jump out at you? We will take a look and see if there's a message. If not, well, I will just let the universe pick. Let's see. Dun. I am stuck on Moonology. Ooh, okay. All right. Moonology. Moonology and Crow. There we go. Okay. And still the same concept. There's going to be a lot of moving parts. And by that, I mean me. I'm the moving parts. So I'm going to be doing a lot of moving and shuffling, and y'all do not want to see the disaster zone that is growing on that table, but there is a method to my madness. All right, so we have the Moonology, which is Yasmin Bowen, and I really need to get the first one back. I had it, but it's a long story of why I don't have it. I don't have it anymore, and I will get it, and I think she's even got a 3rd one out, y'all. I am so behind in the times. I have got to catch it.
So what are your copies on the desk left?
What we have left.
I've got 5, 8, 9, 12. And then what's on the desk?
This is 14 is hang,
Okay,
and then desk.
Somebody pick that one.
And then desk would be, I guess, 15 if we're doing it number wise, but it's just desk.
Okay, let me check it against what people have claimed, and I'll put what's not.
Okay. Oh shit.
We're both groaning at the same time.
Well, I'm groaning because the cards are flying everywhere.
I'm groaning because the number's good.
Okay. Like, really? Oh, you wanted that 3rd one there. You just, of course you did. Of course you did, Miles. Of course you did. Okay. All right. It was meant for you. All right.
So,
Moon and Crow. I like the way that sounds. Moon and Crow. Oh yeah, the Moonology books are wonderful. Love, love, love them. I'm kind of a big moon junkie. I'm a moon child, so I guess I'm a big moon junkie. All right. So, of course, you're going to get my nemesis, and we're going to have a lot to look at here, but this is how we're going to do it. So,
You have 3 left. As far as I can tell, unless I get back here.
Okay. All right. As I'm taking in the message.
Tropical Empress. 10 was taken this morning. We got 8, 9, and 12 left.
Okay. So you guys pay attention to the man behind the curtain. He will let you know. We did a lot of these cubbies this morning. I did a pop-up this morning to start kind of looking at my deck collection, my library of decks. So chances are good. If you're being asked to repick, it's because the number that you picked was already spoken for this morning, and we had so much fun doing it. And we're going to finish it this afternoon. So, all right. Twisted. All right. So there's something that your heart needs to be open to, right? So when you think about opening your heart, that's the easy part most of the time. It's keeping it open, right? That's the part I need you to focus on, keeping it open. As you're keeping it open, remember that you need to detox, and you need to remember that there is always something to find to humble ourselves with any situation, right? No matter how much we're winning in the game, if we can't humble ourselves in those little small minute minutes, we damn sure cannot humble ourselves when we need it the most. So make sure that you're constantly thinking about what can be detoxed, what can be brought in for humbling and humility that we need for grounding. And always remember, it's not the hard part of opening our heart. It's the part of keeping it open so that we are not putting them damn walls back up, right? So you got the 9 of Swords energy going on right now. With these being animosity, anxiety, depression, that would be key words to why they need you to detoxify, humble, and keep your heart open, right? So when you think about that heart chakra and we think about, oh, well, I'm not scared to love. I'm not scared to this. I'm not scared to that. And then the first time somebody starts talking about pain or stubbing their toe or what someone else did to them, that emotion washes over us and we get to a place where we are no longer able to keep our heart open. We start pulling in and we start pulling back, right? So what I want you to do is I need you to go ahead and let it go so that you can absolutely grow from the experience, right? The other thing they want you to understand is that you also have the 10 of Swords coming in. So back to back with the 9 and the 10 of Swords is a direct message, and the direct message goes straight to the Hierophant, but we're going to get to my nemesis in a minute. What I need you to understand is you need to let go of your fears without dissolving them and pushing through the insecurities. Your Leo, your lion, can't go wild, right? You need this lion to be free. He can't protect his territory if he is constantly standing in a place of insecurity, right? So you have pushed through the insecurity and let your fears dissolve, right? So this 10, like I said, we're not focusing too hard on the 9 and the 10 because when they come in numerical, for me, that is a direct message to whatever the next card is. And the next card is the Hierophant card. So what I want you to understand is that you need to be free. You need to let something go. And in order for that to happen and to be able to run and roam in your territory safely, you need to find a way to connect to the Hierophant, right? So the Hierophant isn't easy for me to connect with as well as it is for a lot of people. Why? Because I have a huge problem with pastors and preachers and everybody preaching people straight to hell, right? I have a bad taste in my mouth, but that doesn't mean that they are all that way, right? So when I think about my nemesis, all I have to do, for one, is look for the keys. There's only one key here, but that's all I need to open a door and find out what this Hierophant needs from me. And as I look into this Hierophant and I see the mentor, the educator, the person behind it, right? The source of where it's coming from. It's not coming from a pope. It's not coming from a clergyman or someone that I could see as a wolf in sheep clothing, right? So I need you to understand your direct message. Your 9 and your 10 of swords is a direct message for you to find a mentor, a guardian, a teacher, someone that can help you stand for something. Because if we don't stand for something, we're going to fall for everything. So absolutely dive into the energy, the energy of the Hierophant, but understand that it is not about the religion, right?
I screwed that up.
Echo. Hold on, guys. Technical difficulties. Okay. It is not about the authority figure so much, right? Because you don't see that authority figure in this image. You see crows, you see messengers, and you see them looking at the key. The key is where the knowledge is at. So that's what I want you to focus on. Focus on the key. Focus on what doors can be opened by mentors and someone higher than you in the rank of, when you're following your chain of command as you're going up through your team, trying to get a direct message from source. Make sure that you got your key with you and that you're understanding the doors that are being opened along the way. Don't be scared. Push through, dissolve the insecurities, and understand that everything you're going through, you're absolutely meant to go through it. It doesn't have to make sense to you right now, but at the other end of it, it's absolutely going to make sense to you. As you're pulling them knives and swords and daggers out of your back, you're not throwing them back at anybody because you don't have to, because you leveled levels above them. And now they're wondering how the hell they're going to reach you next time because they're nowhere near able to stab you in the back the way they did the first time. So pay close attention to the knowledge that you're gaining, sweetie. And that's what I've got for you.
So
Everything's been picked. Everything's been picked. Great. I like when that happens. And again, guys, moving parts, and I'm the moving part. So let me 1 second while I move all of this to the mountain that is growing over here. And we find a way to balance shit in other levels that we have never balanced before. And again, if you do make a donation or if you go on my wish list, make sure to let me know so that you can get a personal thank you. If you need some stones, if you need a protection jar made, also let me know. I've already got one. I'm just waiting on the email. Once I receive the email of what stones need to be put in there, my team will fill the rest of it up. So even if you only have one stone, don't worry. Your jar will have much more than that. All right. Who is next, man behind the curtain?
Let's go for number 5 for Swampy.
Number 5. Number 5. Hoo-wee. Okay. All right. Number 5. Number 5. Somebody made a request for a deck that's in number 5, but they didn't pick number 5, so they didn't get the deck they wanted. So we shall see. All right. So what's in cubby number 5? Okay. Here we go. All right. So first and foremost, we have the Antique Anatomy. This is the first edition or whatever. This poor box has been broken more times than I can shake a stick at. And I can shake a stick at a lot of shit, but I keep repairing it and redoing it. So this is the first thing I pulled out. This is the Antique Anatomy Tarot. We have Beyond Lumeria Oracle cards. is in Cubby 5. We have the Fallen Angel Oracle deck. So much fun. So much fun. I love fun boxes that open fun. It's just more to the curiosity part, right? Freaking love it. All right. We have, oh my God, I have yet to use this, but I swear I will find a way to use it. I just don't know when, where, or how. So we have the cute little Lenormand. This was a gift from one of you beautiful gems for my birthday. So I'm still learning the whole Lenormand thing, but I'm getting a good grasp of it because one of you beautiful gems thought that Lenormand would work well for me and that I would pretty good with it. And come to find out, they were right. So I have been learning Lenormand. I also have this wonderful little beauty. This is the Lenormand of Enchantment. Oh my God. This is fun. This is fun. If you like supernatural and fairy and whimsical and oh, chef's kiss. Very fun deck. Very fun deck. The deck that somebody wanted to make a grand entrance with this morning didn't make it, but here we go. We have the blind spots. So this deck is exactly just that. It is no more, and it is absolutely no less. It is strictly blind spot check. I pair this with a very specific energy deck. Remind me, and I'll tell you what I was going with that if I can remember. Anyway. This is Teal Swan. Her name is Teal. I call her Teal. But this is not for everybody, guys. This deck is very psychological, and it will crawl all up in your fifis, and it will make you feel some kind of way if you are not mentally prepared for this deck. This is the blind spots. And again, it's a sigil deck, and that's just kind of my thing. Another one that was in where are we at here? 5? This was 5, right? I think it was 5. 5, right? 5. Okay, so this is the Occult Tarot. This is a 2-deck set. I do not have the other one yet. Eventually, hopefully, I will get it. It's on my wish list. But eventually I'll get it whenever it's meant. But anyway, there are sigils and goodies in here. But this is about heavier immortals, gods, goddesses, and deities that some people are a little bit unsure of. And if you are unsure of them, this is probably a good deck for you to at least check out and see how much positivity is in this deck. Believe it or not, there is a shit ton of positive, lifting information in this deck. So this is a fun deck. And the other thing that is here is this beautiful thing, and this is called Animal Powers, a Meditation Guide, right? So this is these big, huge prompt cards that I bring in on meta messages sometimes when we need that animal energy to come in with something absolutely gorgeous about each and every one of these beautiful spirit totem animals. So this is just a fun little inspirational little thing to give us a visual for a totem animal that you may need throughout your week. All right, and that was Cubby 5. Okay, Swampy, is any of them? I want that set. What's that? I know something about teal. Ooh, the wild one. See, Swampy? Just keep rubbing it in. Rub it in just a little more. I want that deck so bad. I want that deck so bad. All right. Any of them jump out at you? If so, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to grab 1 or 2 of them, and I was going to send you fly symbolisms the other day. Well, you can send it to me. The occult deck. Ooh, good choice. All right. One and only one that jumped out. Okay. All right. So it's kind of got that rose petal finish that I freaking love. And it's got like magazine quality for the pages, right? This isn't your everyday paper. This is like magazine, like Cosmopolitan or one of them real good magazines. It's got excellent quality. real good binding. And trust me, this deck has been through hell and back, right? I mean, I don't know if you can see my edges, but they are just all kinds. Like the sides, like there ain't even no, all the red is gone because, I use this a lot. This is a lot of self reflection for me. All right, Swampy. Swampy wants to keep rubbing in my face Wildwood. Wildwood, Wildwood, Wildwood. Again, if you guys need any links or anything, just get with the moderators. All right. Okay. Okay, so what did you get? Can't make this shit up. And again, we have to pay it, or I have to pay attention to numbers, right? Numbers is a big thing for me. I wish I could understand astrology the way I can understand new numbers, right? So we have the 8 and the 9 of swords, right? So the 8, this is the great cause of battles and wars, but can purify any wound at the same time, right? And then you have the 8, which is kills by drowning and can sink any ship. It controls the sea and the wind, but will spare any life worthy. And all you got to do is ask, right? So if you are in the middle of one hell of a storm and you're literally about to capsize your ship, you don't have to worry about dying in that open sea because you can call out to the gods and goddesses and be like, don't let me die. Don't let me die. I got a story to tell. I got a message. I want to tell your message. Help me tell your message, right? The message they want you to focus on is the hermit, right? So when you think about the hermit, this is about teaching philosophy, astrology, numerology, palm reading, divinations, and logic in fire, right? Me, I'm an air sign as a Gemini, but my rising is fire. I am a fire dragon. So there is a whole lot of fire going on. There's a lot of passion with what I love, right? And when you can tell I really love it because I get really loud and very, very, very passionate about something, right? So what I want you to understand is that your hermit mode, your direct message that is needed for you is that you can do all of this healing in fire and water and earth and in air and any metal you choose to do it. What you need to do in response is realize that what you are taking in, you're also equally projecting once you come out of your hermit mode. Okay. So stay in your hermit mode and understand that the 8 and the 9 of swords are your energy for while you're there. But at the same time, when you come out, what you're going to be bringing is a whole lot of philosophies that you didn't have before the hermit mode. So make sure that you take in and then also release all the good that you got because someone else is going to need it as well. And that's what I've got for you, Swampy. See what I mean? They're so positive. Even though people want to judge them because of whatever reason, so be it. Let them be judged. But so much positivity. 14 are the hangers. It sounds like air traffic control. That's over in the hangars. Moving parts, moving parts. Okay, moving parts. Let me move. Moving parts. Okay. Puzzles are no longer safe. It's a balancing act on puzzles now. Okay.
Jigsaw junkies.
Jigsaw junkies. Yeah, y'all, we got puzzles everywhere. We love it. Oh, shit, I shouldn't have sat down. Oh, wait, we're doing 14. So that is the hang, right? Okay, so 14 is the hang. So basically that is everything hanging over here. So I need to get some more hanging rods or something. Where did I even get this at? Do you remember, Brother Thomas? It's a nifty little thing.
It's like an over-the-door hanger.
Yeah.
For shoes or something.
Well, I don't know about
Or
for
bathroom
shoes.
towels or something.
Yeah, like face towels or something. Anyway, it's just got all these little racks. It's kind of convenient. Anyway, I really, really, really like it. And I need to hang some more. Okay. All right. So 14 hang. You ready? All right. Here we go. All right. So we have this is the first edition Imperfect Backs. Can you tell by the bag? This is a Terra and Oracle combined. This is the Northern Animal Tarot. And when I say yummy, yummy linen, the book is linen, the deck is linen, and it's the imperfect backs. So I don't know, about every sixth or seventh back has a different color blue to it, and I freaking love it. And it again, animal. What is wrong with Hershey? Most of these decks you've seen today are all animals. So I have a thing for animals, as you can tell. Anyway, so if you've never seen the deck, this is just a little sneak peek of what it looks like, but it's just animal, it's just linen, and mine is very like, oh, I should have edged it, but I never did. I didn't edge my linen cards. I probably should have. Anyway, I didn't. But this is Oracle and Tarot combined, the best of both worlds into one, and I don't think they get much better than that. But yep, absolutely wonderful deck. This is the first edition Northern Animal Tarot. So that's that one. And I don't know, I think we're on like printing 4 now or something, edition 4. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's a wonderful deck. Whatever edition you get, it's a wonderful deck. So this one is it is well, no, that one's not it. Hold on, I'm looking. Eyes are looking, boss. Okay, this one is the Wisdom of the Wild Things Oracle, and that's this one. Okay, so this is some kind of fun if you like creatures. Oh my god. Aloha, aloha. So if again, funny, wonderful, supernatural, gorgeous creatures, but again, this is a shadow deck. I'm a shadow reader, so you know I'm going to want all the damn shadow decks. So this is just a fun little deck with all these cute little things to remind us of what we need to look for in every single day. I use this kind of like sometimes as my personal challenge because not always is it easy for me to be anything other than Hershey. Sometimes I have to learn calm. Sometimes I have to learn still. Sometimes I have to learn control. Biggest, hardest one out of all of that was control, but I'm learning it, right? So this is just a fun way for me to challenge myself with some pretty cute little characters that I absolutely think are priceless little guys. And yeah, some of them aren't the prettiest, but oh my God, they have the biggest story to tell. And they are wonderful. By the time you hear their story, you're absolutely in love with them. So it doesn't matter if they're a little creepy or scary looking. It's the story that they've got to lift you up, to help you in those little scary, ugly moments that we all have. So that is the Wisdom of the Wild Things Oracle, which is so much fun. This one is just in a regular bag. And this one is, oh, I just got this one. This was a gift from Karma itself. I was on a live somewhere with someone down the road way back when. And a situation occurred to where it wasn't played fairly, right? Someone in the audience recognized that something wasn't being played very fairly, and they reached out to me, and well, I answered their question as honestly as I could. And the next thing I know, Karma is sending me a deck, and this was the deck I got. This is the Citadel deck. Oh my God, guys, this deck is wonderful. Again, sigils, black and white, pops of color, just a little bit of foiling just to spit it out there. Ugh, it's yummy. Chef's kiss. But again, me and Sigils, we go way back like my entire life. So this is the Citadel deck. And it is wonderful. You guys have seen this in meta. You guys have seen me use this on Wednesdays. You've seen me use this on Tuesdays just because I want to. So much fun, right? And I do love the shape as well. I like the shape. So that one is Citadel. All right. See, the unmarked bags, I have to peek in because they don't know what's in there. Oh, okay. So this one is the Talisman Oracle. And again, another sigil deck, but y'all know me, gotta have them sigils. But this is another shadow energy healing kind of deck, right? So this has got a lot going on. Again, it's black and white. It's got sigils going on, and it's got some kind of positive affirmation at the bottom that is letting me know what the sigil is doing and where it's headed, right? So if it's headed to a place where protection is needed, I mean, come on. I have this spirit guide, right? Well, I have 3 of them. I call them my wise monkeys. One's name is Taboo, the other one is Touche, and the other one is Truth, right? So all 3 of them, I have this little totem candle holder stick thing that is of the 3 wise monkeys. Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil, right? So it reminds me of Taboo, Touche, and Truth, right? So when I think about protection, are y'all just throwing shit at me now?
I heard that.
Right? I don't know what it was though. Okay, so we're throwing shit at Hershey.
It sounded like a card hit the floor.
I know, but I promise I didn't let a card hit the floor. It's not at nobody's door, I promise. So anyway, this card puts me in the mind of one of my 3 monkeys. But anyway, it's black and white. It's a little shiny, but you know, that don't bother me like it does bother a lot of people. Sometimes I like the protection because I sweat a lot with my team. They sweat me out. There's a lot going on. And sometimes I'm doing this and my hands are wet. And if it is a matte or a linen card, I dare say that I would be so upset if something happened to one of them. So I don't let anything happen to them. All right. The next baggy waggy is so I love the way this deck smells. Okay, y'all. I like the smell of ink and gasoline. I'm a weird person, right? So this is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot, and this is the mass market Los Scarabæos, I believe. Yes, Los Scarabæos. So that is the gorgeous back of all these beautiful, lovely cards. And they are just Halloween and Samhain. So all kinds of good, lovely fall vibes going in. Lots of leafy colors of the fall. The owls, the cats, the wizards, the crows, you know, the witchy stuff is going on. The Halloweeny, the costumes, the mask. All kinds of that. I mean, come on. That is a beautiful devil. Him's just cute as shit. I don't know. Him's just cute. Look at that fool. I want to go wherever he's going. I don't know where he's going, but I want to go with him. Anyway, so that is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot, and it smells so good. It still smells like ink. I just got this for my birthday, so I haven't got it edged yet, and it hasn't made rotation yet, but it will be coming around soon. Okay, so y'all know I'm a huge Thoth fan, right? Love me some Thoth. And as you can tell, this is definitely going to be my Aleister Crowley. So this is the Aleister Crowley, the just standard Thoth Aleister Crowley deck. So, you know, everybody's seen this deck a gazillion times. This is actually my 2nd edition of it. I had this same one, but it's quite large, right? With these huge borders. And once I really got to understand the system to Thoth, I cut all of the border off, right? And it was just the picture. So then it became more than just a Thoth deck to me. It also incorporated the energy of an oracle because I didn't necessarily have to follow the system, right? I could use it in my intuition on what I felt. So when I moved here, my brother had this deck, this huge deck, and I'm thinking, there's no way. And he's like, yeah. But he can't work with it because of how big it is, right? So Miles had a pretty nifty idea that we switch. So my original Aleister Crowley sits on his shelf now in a Tammy bag, and I have this one, which I will get edged. I'm thinking about taking the sides off and having just the top and the bottom, or maybe take 3 sides off and have just the bottom. I don't know. I don't know if I'll mod it at all. I don't know. Eventually, hopefully one day I will have a greenie, but until that day happens, I will keep this one nice and safe in a bag and not try to modify it unless I'm just going to edge it. This is the Shadowland Lenormand. Oh, I don't know. I know everybody's probably seen the Shadowland Tarot, but if you have not seen the Shadowland Lenormand, oh my God. I mean, if you talk about cuteness, you got to say this deck, right? Because it is cute on so many levels. So here we have the Rider, the very first card. Right? Ain't he cute? I don't know what that thing is, but I want one. Love that image of the man or the Quarant or whatever you want. Worst card in the deck, the Cross. Believe it or not, in my opinion, the Cross is the worst card in the deck when it comes to Lenormand. Clouds. Ooh, I just love that. I love it. I love it. Bear. I love this for the grandmother energy. Oh my God. I freaking love that. We were talking about bears this morning. Somebody was on bear patrol because they have a bear in their area. But anyway, look at this moon. Ain't he freaking adorable with that Pinocchio thing going on? Every time I see it, I think of Pinocchio and I think about all the ways that he has made that nose grow. So, this is the Shadowland. Damn it. I did that a while ago. Ugh. Stop it. See, I'm heavy-handed, y'all. This is Shadowland Lenormand. Where are we at? Okay. Okay. So my one and only political deck. I don't do political, guys. Y'all understand that. But I needed to have a deck that I could trust for political. Triomphe della Luna. There's like 9 devils in this card, 3 or 4 different lightning cards. Oh, I'm sorry, tower cards, as you guys would call them, or House of God. But because the House of God, the lightning, the tower, they're all representations and versions that have been in print at some decade when it comes to the tower card, right? So, and then there's like 9 different devils. So I kind of understand in politics, they're not all the same devil. So this gives me a chance to understand the devil, so to speak, if they're wearing the devil in Prada or if, they are the devil in Carnage. One way or another, I will understand. And of course, a devil card fell out. So this is the one and only deck that I absolutely use for political questions, or if I just want to understand something. I don't understand politics. I don't know how that shit works, but I know a lot of people have questions. And sometimes you can go to somebody like me that's unbiased and unmoved by politics, and you can kind of get an answer from somebody that isn't trying to weigh the polls out. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know where the damn polls are at. So it's just a fun way for me to look at it. Hello, anybody and everybody coming in. Thank you so much for being here. Basically, there's the madness to this live is I'm showing off some of my decks. Well, basically at this point, all of my decks. And I'm also showing you guys where the inspiration for the scavenger hunts come, because everybody's always wanting to know, where do I get inspiration from? I get them from my own collection. And this also gives you guys an idea to see like what kind of decks do I have? What do I like? What is sitting closest to me? What's sitting farthest away? What is used more? What isn't used so much? This deck, OMG. Okay, so this is the Kindred Chaos deck. This is my cousin, Intuitive Ella's deck. She put this deck out a couple of months ago, and you know I had to snatch it up. It is pure chaos. It is all shadow, and it is some kind of yummy. This deck touches in some very sore, painful, and scary places for people, but it needs to, because when you're working on them shadows and you are trying to use them and stop them from using you, you need a heavy hitter. If you can handle the Marielle, you can handle this deck. I promise you, it is yummy. And there's no guidebook because it is all about interpretation. So understand that when it comes back around, because I believe she sold out of the entire first run, which is beautiful. If it seems like maybe something you would be curious to, please understand that it is a heavy hitter. And you may not agree with all of the images, but if you're seriously working on that shadow and you are seriously trying to grow, you're definitely going to need something that can crawl into the mud with you and not be scared. And that's that kind of deck. So the last two things that are hanging is another pair, and I'm a thing for pairs, right? I kind of have a thing for it. So this is the 5-cent tarot and the 2-cent oracle, right? So these are both kind of fun. I don't know if they're still in print or not. I'm sure they might be. I hope they are. But you can design them how you want them, right? If you go from the artist itself, you can pick the color, you can pick the shape, right? So I picked matching colors, even though I didn't get matching colors. But hey, you know what? The universe has a wonderful way of working, and I'm okay with the colors I got. So I got the lavender for the tarot, right? And it's kind of got this baby pink kind of coloring going on. Like I said, my whole world has turned to pink and red, and I'm okay with it. But it's this beautiful lavender kind of color with this pink hot girl kind of image. And it's linen, of course, yummy. We all love us some linen. And again, animal, me and animals, right? So this is the 5-cent tarot. You ask the cards, and it puts everything on the screen for you, literally. You pay attention to the keywords that are there. You don't have to follow the basics. You can literally dive into just the keywords that are on the card. And again, like I said, it's all animal. There's no peoples. So you don't have to worry about people, their energy, their face, their expression, where they're pointing at. You don't have to worry about any of that. You can literally go off the animal and the energy of the animal and the keywords that are on the card. This by far would be an excellent choice for me to say for a beginner that would like to have a good starting deck. I would absolutely throw this as one of the mix in the hats for it to be one of the runners for someone to start with, because everything is literally right on the card. And not everybody's going to jive with RWS, right? I know I don't. I might have RWS, but I got a lot of clones. I'm more of a Thoth and a Marseille kind of girl, right? So this is the 2-cent, which I wanted the round, but it was supposed to have been in lavender, and instead I got copper and olive. So they may be a matching set and they don't match, but not all twins are identical, but they go together. So this deck is, again, animal, but it is so much fun. This is about an archetype kind of oracle, right? There's a very specific energy, and it's in the direction. This is one of them that you need to pay attention. If you're not an expert, you'll want to just keep it upright. You're not going to want it to shift and move and try to read the cards, the words that are on the side. But at the same time, you don't have to be an expert to learn how to practice reading outside of the norm. And this is a great tool to help you get there. It comes with this cute little oracle deck that can give you a little bit about the cards, but again, it goes a lot into interpretation. So make sure that you are understanding yourself And this deck is a good tool to help you. The 2 cent, the 2 penny is based on phenology, phenology.
Reading bumps on the head.
Reading bumps on the head. So that is the pile for number 14. What's hanging? Okay, so Linda, did any of these jump out at you? And if they did, let me know one or two of them that jumped out at you, and I will grab it, and we will do a little 2 or 3 card quickie. Thank you for dropping all the links. I appreciate all of you guys. Ooh. Is Linda still here? Is Linda still here? Hi, Crime on a Dime.
Yeah.
I love so many of them, but I want to go with the protective energy one. Ooh. What was that?
Do I have to rewind?
I'm thinking it was the Talisman Oracle, right? Is you talking about the Talisman Oracle? Was that the one you were talking about when I was talking about my 3 wise monkeys? At least I hope that's the one I think she was talking about. I think she was really talking about this one. I hope she was anyway. Well, I'm going to leave it out because I think that's the one she's talking about. All right, let me move all of this over here. Yes. Okay, good. All right. All right. So the Talisman Oracle. So this is literally about sigils. And it's about energy, right? So oh, I know, that was so good. Okay. All right. All right. So we've got divine guidance and magical power. Ooh. Ooh, I like it. But I don't know the numbers. So do they go in alphabetical order? Because if they do, that would just make so much sense. Oh, they go in alphabetical order. Hot shit. Okay. So divine guidance, right? Divine guidance. This is the best sign for you to watch moving forward. You are ready to enjoy the fruits of everything that you've worked hard for, but don't embrace any of the aspects of life just yet. Wait for some more information to emerge before making a choice. This card is also here to let you know what your best intuition final call should look like. Rather than a rational mind, try to read carefully and trust your instincts. Although it could be very frustrating to wait sometimes, that control, right? Learning patience. We need to proceed only when the time is right and trust in our talisman. The talisman power. This is a crossroad and a sign if ever needed. Self-doubt can be overpowering, and waiting for the right time is always a gesture or isn't necessary at that time, we thought. The frog says, stay, be ready, re-energize, and then leap. But if you don't do it in that way, you're going to hard land, right? So if you jump before you know where you're going to land, it might hurt just a little hard. So if there is something that you're divinely waiting on, make sure that the guidance that you are seeking turns into a frog, and you wait and you allow the universe to let it find you. You can hear it, you can feel it, you can know that it's calling to you too. And while you're waiting for it to find you, just keep raising your vibrations. The higher, stronger, and more honest you get with yourself, the higher those vibrations go. And then eventually you're floating somewhere up there and you're surrounded by frogs. So make sure that you take time and don't leap without knowing where that lily pad is at, okay? The next one that fell was magical power. And since it's so greatly going in alphabetical order for me here, that just makes it all the more convenient. So we are all born with a special gift, whether it's magic or it's something of extraordinary power that brings happiness to us, to our hearts, and to everything that we touch. We don't know, but it'll be a very powerful emotion. Letting your intent create a new world will help you believe in yourself, find love and kindness for who you are. The talisman power in this sigil. Your magical gift is awakening. Something within you is calling for the magic power within this sigil to enhance the potential of its meaning in your life. Allow focus to become your magical hexagram, and a powerful energy will spread out of the card and into your life. It will take charge and it will allow a feeding to raise your ability to become the dragonfly and able to lift into the air and fly without knowing where you're going to land. The magic is within you. You just have to figure out where and how to use it. We all have something, right? Do some of us have something that maybe somebody else wants? Oh, of course, we're human. We always are going to have it that way. But understand that whatever it is that is meant for you, you need to become a frog and wait for the perfect landing on the perfect lily pad. And while you're waiting, let your magic come out in its form. Don't try to make it look like what somebody else does, because, honey, we can't do what someone else does. We can only do what we do. So make sure that you are bringing all of you as you're working through it. And that's what I got for you.
The next one is Beth Aspasia, right? And she wants your
Aspasia.
best.
I came in late. Okay, well, this is a two-part thing. There's part one that was from this morning, and then this part, which is now. So you're right on time because you made it, and that's all that matters to me. But if you want to go back and watch the opening, that was real fun, but it was a really long show. So,
And then when did you want us to remind you about the blind spot deck and where you were going with that?
What? I've already lost it, so apparently I've done that. Sorry, it's gone. It's forever gone. See, at least these, I can just hang these right back up real quick. I gotta get more hangy thingies. But I would need more decks. I don't have any more decks to hang. So, well, I mean, I have more. I'll figure it out as I go.
So Beth wants your desk.
The desk? Okie dokie. Oh boy. Woo! Okay. All right. I'm going to need a sippy sip for this one. Gonna need a sippy sippy. All right. All right. Gonna need a sippy sip. Okay. We are at the desk. She'll know which one to grab. All right. Y'all look at this. Oh, holy shit. When I say I've got something in reach at all points in time, you best believe I do. All right, this is going to be really, 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 really quick. So the very first one is the bright, the bright. Yeah, the bright. So this is the Marseille by the bright. Linen, yummy, wonderful Marseille deck. Wonderful, and it's by DeBright.
So this is your working box description?
Yeah, it's kind of my work, my hand hitter, my workhorses. So this is the brand new edition, the Marseille Arcana. I should have grabbed boxes, but I didn't grab box. So this comes in a tuck box, and all of us have tuck box range. So I don't have it in the box, but again, this is just another Marseille. That's the beautiful backs, and this was a mystery box that I received. It was in a mystery box that one of my beautiful gems sent me. So the two at the front is both Marseille. We have the Serpent and the Peacock Tarot, which is delicious. It comes in a 10. Y'all know this deck, right? This is an indie deck, but it's so much fun. If you guys know this deck, you know that's just wonderful. It is the Peacock and the Serpent. I use it all the time. You guys see it all the time. So that's that one. Okay. We have Tarot of the Abyss.
I wanted to know if that's first or second edition.
For what?
I think what you were just
The
showing.
Serpent and the Peacock? I don't know. Let's see. Well, you guys might know more than me. I don't know. This was printed by Libra Moon. This was 2022, so it's 2 years ago. So does that tell you one way or another? Guys, honestly, I don't know. It was a beautiful deck that I was blessed to get in a mystery box that I'm just grateful that you guys want to send me beautiful love boxes and mystery boxes. I'm so grateful for them. I encourage them. I love them, but I don't know. I just know 2022. I don't know if that helps any not. So then we have Tarot of the Abyss, which is again black and white. You guys know I love it. It is a people deck, but why do we got a card backwards? We got a 5 of Pentacles backwards here. Y'all playing in my deck?
You may have been marking it for last week's class.
Oh, maybe. I don't know, Jonathan. I honestly, I don't know. And it was one of those anonymous boxes. And I obviously, I had to trust them to send them my address, but they sent it anonymously. So I had to leave it anonymous. But I guess I could reach out to them and ask them. But it doesn't matter to me. You know, it's just a gorgeous deck and it's a beautiful tool. And I love it. So I wouldn't give a damn if it was the 33 edition. I just know I finally got one. Everybody knows this deck, Tarot of the Abyss. It's black and white. There's no color except for the little bit of muted color that I edged it with. Well, it's a lot, but it's pretty worn because it's been shuffled a lot. So I need to re-edge it. But anyway, that's Tarot of the Abyss. And then, y'all, I am a huge Lisa Hunt fan. Okay, we discussed this in the first one. So this is Ghost and Spirits by Lisa Hunt. And okay, you know, we have to have the woman at the back of the deck. She's always at the back of the deck, right? There is one pet peeve about this. You see how bright white that border is on the back? It's literally the only thing I hate about this deck because the front is aged. I'm thinking of tea staining the back of these cards. I'm thinking about it. I really am. Anyway, it's Lisa Hunt, though. I really don't want to destroy her artwork, even though I don't think I would. But Lisa Hunt, huge fan. So this is Lisa Hunt's Ghost and Spirit Tarot. And, you know, this one is Jacob Marley. This is Jacob. So if you know, you know.
Christmas story?
Yeah.
A Christmas Carol.
A Christmas Carol. Yeah, Jacob and Scrooge. So this one is the Rebel deck. This is so much fun. And when we do one of our straight Saturdays, you know, this is coming into the motherfucking mix. So basically what this is just a very, very cursy word heavy deck, but it's about inspiration and lifting up, right? So there's a lot of good things going on. I love that the unicorn has a big ass. No, there's nothing, no rainbows going on over here. So there's a whole lot of cursy words going on, though, and that is literally the best part of this deck. I love anything that is inspirational like that. It kind of goes really good with my spiritual AF deck, which I need to get the grateful AF deck, but I don't have it yet. But I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress, y'all. We all are. So another one is the Brian Froud Oracle deck, right? So this is again. No, see, I would not have put the deck in backwards. I know these damn kids of mine are playing with shit. Half the damn deck is turned. Y'all leave my shit alone. So anyway, if y'all understand Brian Froud, then you're gonna understand why I love him so much. I am a huge Brian Froud fan. I work with a lot of elementals and creatures and all kinds of fairies and fays and brownies and all kinds of shit and gnomes and trixies and pixies and fairies and sprites, and I work with a lot of that shit, right? So all of that is in this deck. Singers, sayers, dancers, all of it. The fire creatures, they're all in there. That's the best part. Oh, no, see, I don't remember what I was going to say about the blind spot, but I remember what I was going to say about this right here. So this next one is the Osho Zen. So there is, this artist has the Sacred She. Oh, I just put it on my wish list, y'all. Why didn't y'all tell me? I've got to have it. I've got to pair it with this, right? It just doesn't make any sense for it to not be paired with it. So this is the Osho Zen, and I have had this deck for years and years and years and years. I absolutely love it. I gifted Brother Thomas a mini because I really thought that with it being Zen and about self and about finding ways to empower and lift our mental sometimes, I really thought he would be able to get into it. I don't even think he's opened the damn box yet. But anyway, I digress. But anyway, there is a Sacred She that the same author and illustrator has. Oh, I got to get it. So that's that. That is Osho Zen, which is what I pair with my blind spot. So I think that's what I was going to say with the blind spot deck. The Osho Zen is the energy deck that I always pair with the with my blind spot deck. And then I have this thing for yawns, right? So everybody understands that I use these yawn decks when I do yawns, right? And yawns are yes or no. So this is 100 cards of yes, no, when, where, how, maybe, I don't know. It's a whole bunch of everything. So obviously I edge the deck. I put the blue edging on the orange deck, and on the blue deck, I put the orange or the blue on the orange, orange on the blue. Okay, anyway, you see where I'm going with that, right? So that is a yawn deck that I use for yawns. And then we have another Lisa Hunt deck because I'm just a huge fan. And this is the Fantastical Creatures Tarot, right? And again, another Lisa Hunt deck and her fabulous, gorgeous work. I'm telling y'all, her artwork is breathtaking. I mean, there's so much detail to Lisa Hunt's artwork that it's almost too busy for somebody that just wants a simple image. You're not going to get that here. You're going to have to seriously dive in to just see everything that's going on. Like, I suggest that you take your time with her decks because she is so detailed as an artist. She doesn't let anything get by her when it comes to the little details. So the next one is another one that was gifted to me by one of you beautiful gems, and that is the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot. So this is all about muses and those beautiful goddesses that we work with all the time. And the backs are this beautiful night sky with stars everywhere. I freaking love it. And I love how the kings are queens. There's really no males in this deck. Not that I'm using that in a negative way, but if you ever wanted a female strong deck, this would be one hell of a tool to use. And the book, even though it's like a booklet, but there is so much yummy knowledge. And again, the black and white. Yes. Anyway, there's lots of good knowledge in here. And there's a lot of good inspiration when it comes to the women, the goddesses, and all of the deities, the immortals. They're all in there, and it's wonderful. So next we have the Spectre World, and again, I know it's an indie deck. I just got this in one of my mystery love boxes from UGems. This is the Spectre World, and I know I have not edged it yet because the colors haven't found me. The colors will find me. I just haven't found them yet. So this is very bright, right? All kind of energy. I absolutely love this for the energy and the colors. I do not read this traditionally at all whatsoever because there's so much energy going on that I can't. It's so hard for me to focus on what I'm supposed to be focusing on when there's so much energy going on within the deck itself. So just as a pure energy deck, I'm absolutely in love with this. And you guys have seen me use it several times, and I'm going to continue to use it and continue to grow with it because it is fascinating. We are back to Debray again, and this is an indie deck, another indie deck that I got. This one, the Debray Marseille and the Debray Black Tarot. I got them both for Christmas 2 years ago. 2 years ago. This Christmas will be 2 years. So my brother got me these. The one I wanted, Mikey just wasn't going to pay for. I think it's the black something. I don't know. I can't remember. So anyway, this is, it doesn't have a name on it, but it's the Black Tarot. But anyway, it's just these gorgeous images, and it's obviously in black and white, but there is a lot going on in this picture, even though it does not look like it. I promise there is a whole lot going on within here. There is much to see. It is wonderful, 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 wonderful. And that is the Debray Tarot. Debray, the Black Tarot. I'll get it out. Okay, the next one is so fun, y'all. So this is the Wandering Moon Tarot, the Midnight Sky edition. Right, so there's several versions of this deck. The artist has many different renderings. This one is the Midnight Sky. So it is the one that has the kind of the iridescence going on, and the stars are highlighted with the white backs and the black fronts, right? And then the iridescent colors that are going on through it. I freaking love it. And again, there's this one deck that's like this 3D looking kind of deck that kind of comes to life. Jonathan. Oh, I think Jonathan was the one that put me on it one day on Facebook. I fell in love with it. I don't know what the name of it is, but decks that kind of just come to life. They just spring to life with just the pops of either the foiling or the pop of the color. In this case, the iridescence, that holographic coloring that's going on, that is just all the way through this is just wonderful. You guys have seen me use this a bunch of times because it's just right here on the desk and I can just always grab it whenever I need it. Excuse me. But this is the Wandering Moon Tarot Midnight Edition. The Midnight Sky Edition. Oh. Okay, and then, so this is the one and only programmed deck that I have, and the court cards are never with the deck, right? This deck is the Master Tarot. This is an indie deck that is available through Etsy, I believe. Anyway, so the Master Tarot is your standard RWS, but I use this one for our graveyard, churchyard, spirit yard, right? So that's why it's programmed. I never put the family cards in here because I don't want to take the family cards out every time we have to use the deck. And we use this every 3 months in shadow work when I check your yard to see if you guys are on your path or if you're on a break. and we look for a specific rhythm to what's going on, either during your break or while you're actively walking your path. So, my one and only program deck is this. Okay, so then we get into these little gems right here, which are so much fun. Okay, so Priestess Moon, I love her. I don't care what deck it is. Oracle, Tarot, I don't care. I love Priestess Moon. I have the Priestess Moon sigils. This is making magic with the sigils, the witch sigils, right? Then I have the Divine Doors. You guys see these all the time in meta messages. I'm always constantly using. This is the Whispering Woods, which is so much fun, and the Forest Bay. So I use these three in meta messages, or well, these four in meta messages all the time. You guys are constantly always hearing me use them. Come on, get back in there. Go in, says me. In, says me. In, get in. In. Okay. You will see it my way. I will win. Okay, let me pull this closer. Yeah. All right. What else we got going on? Okay, so we have a bag. So in here we have some ogums. I'm saying that wrong, and I always say it wrong. So Ramon from Moon Scarab is going to teach me how to use these, but they're ogums, right? So they're like runes, only they're not runes. There's a rune on there, but not a rune like your traditional rune, right? So these ogums I have not began to use yet, but I will be using them soon. I just don't know when. I'll have to take a couple of classes to get them, but I will get them. So I've got ogums, and then let's see, what is this? What is this? This nifty little pouch. Oh, okay. So this is my crazy Mexican lace pendulum. Wonderful, right? I love me some crazy Mexican lace agate. And it's probably not the Mexican part, but I just throw that in there because I love it. And then what else was in here? Oh yeah, there's these things, and I'm not sure what to do with these things either, but this was in one of my mystery boxes, and they're these little thingamajigers that, you know, they're like roughly the size of a domino, but they've got all these different patterns, right? And then the sheets are right here for me to be able to learn to read with them, but I have not found the time, but I will get there. Let's see. This is a handmade set of runes that one of you beautiful gems made for me. And it's all handmade. And they're made with wood and resin. And they're in black and red. But they're just runes. Handmade wooden runes. That was made by one of you beautiful gems. This little beautiful bag is the bag that my dancing crystal came in. My beautiful little dancing crystal. It came in that bag. So both my little pendulums have their own little safe bag that they stay in. And then this was my very first set of runes that I got from my cousin Intuitive Ella for one of my birthdays. I don't remember which birthday, but, you know, it was within the last, 5 years or so. So it comes with a book and then a reading cloth, and then the runes are down here. And they're dragon tears. They're made with dragon tears. So that one's kind of pretty sentimental to me, so I don't really use too much of it. We have some alchemy cards that I am learning with, but I'm struggling at the same time. So this is from 1,000 years ago, right? This is 2003 publication. So this is the Book of Alchemy, and the tarot deck that goes with it. I mean, the alchemy deck that goes with it. I absolutely do not understand it, guys. I am struggling with alchemy, but you know, if you followed my journey, you understand, and you're working with me. This is, and I do not know the name of this one. Do y'all know what this one is? So this one, the backs look like that. I've never really resonated with this deck, although I probably should, but I haven't. So I don't know. One day down the road, maybe I will crack it back open, but it's going to be way down the road somewhere, I'm sure. Just not there yet. So then I go into cartomancy, and we have the cartomancy, which is shadow, all shadow, right? And then I have standard cartomancy. These were my grandfather's decks, guys. My grandfather died Christmas morning 2004. These decks have not been out of their case since the day he got his wings. So I do not touch these. I am very grateful for this deck because it gives me a chance to practice my cartomancy without having to go into the emotion that comes with those two standard cartomancy decks, because I literally get all kinds of choked up and emotional. And then I have some Lenormand, which these are not mine, but, you know, I've kind of taken possession of them because, you know, I just did. So these are the, here. These are Brother Thomas's, but these are the ones I'm kind of learning Lenormand on. So these are the easy Lenormand. I so want this deck eventually. I will have it, but I just don't have it yet. So this is the deck that I am learning Lenormand on, and these are my cheat sheets that go with the Lenormand that I am learning, and I'm almost got them all memorized. Pretty much got them there. I'm not all the way there, but I'm working on it. And then I'm also creating my own little Lenormand deck, and it's not done yet because I ran out of card backs, but as soon as I get some more cards and card backs, I will be able to finish that, and I will have my own handmade set. What's left over here? Oh, the handy dandy yawns. Everybody has seen these. These are my everyday yawns that I use for those quickie yes or no. And then I have the Wonderland Tarot in a 10. This was a beautiful gift from one of you gems, and I'm so in love with it. And then, of course, I have another Patrick Valenza. This is the Royal Mischief. And oh my God, guys, this deck is so much fun. It is your standard poker size deck, but there's nothing standard about this, right? I mean, come on, it's Patrick Valenza for one. So you know it's not standard anything unless we're going straight to Fenwood. And you're definitely going to Fenwood playing with this. And then the other one sitting back here is the Stoller Tarot that I got as a birthday present from Brother Thomas with the matching journal book that goes with it. So when I'm doing my entries for my card journaling and everything, I can just stick right to the matching set because I do seem to work better with pairs with the matches. And then I have these 1-800 Psychic Caring Psychic Family Major Only. I don't have a Majors Only deck, guys. You would think I would have a Majors Only deck. I've got to get one eventually, but I haven't found one that just, well, I take that back. I did find one down the road, and then my niece stole it from me. It's the Winnie the Pooh Majors Only. Oh, I need to get it back, but she ain't going to give it up. So I can chalk that up. She ain't going to give it up. So anyway, I have that somewhat of a Majors Only, but it's just mainly for fun because, you know, it was a gift. So that is what is on the desk. So did any of those jump out at you? I've already picked.
Tools like your Yondom and...
Huh?
You have other tools on your desk like your Yondom and...
Well, yeah, I mean, I have other tools, yeah. I was just, you know, grabbing this right here because it was handy dandy. So that's what's in that right there. And then I have lots of stones and crystals. And I have lots of books. And all of that. But that would be on another day. So Aspasia, the Wandering Moon Midnight. Okay, absolutely. All right, let's do a little quickie here. Wait, let me put these books up because I've already got pandemonium and madness going on over here with 4,229 decks everywhere. But they're rightful place. No, I'm just kidding. I do not have that many decks, y'all. I promise I don't. What would I do with all of them? Hi, fun boy. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. All right. So up here, up in the crown, you got the Ace of Wands, right? So this is all about that promise, that new creative energy that is coming in, right? So first, it is a promise that will come flourishing because they paired it with a high priestess, right? So when you think about having your head in the clouds for all the good damn reasons and all the right reasons, you would want these two paired together, right? You would want this high priestess energy, this knowledge, this mystery of the high priestess to be paired with an ace, because this ace can bring forth, literally, if you can imagine it, you can bring it into flourishing. You can literally will it from your imagination, manifest it into real life. That is the best thing about these two being paired. The oddball down here in your roots, you've got the Two of Swords, right? So this is about a change in the mind frame, your mindset, understanding that this coin has more than one side. If you've only looked at one side your entire life, this is your opportunity to change that perspective. This is changing the mindset, right? This is understanding that there is more than one way to every single thing. As they say, there's more than one way to skin a... We're not going to go there, but you understand, what it's going with, right? So understand that the promise that is coming into you is your promise from the universe that will be fulfilled as long as you put in that work and you change the mind frame. It's not going to be easy. Hell, Rome wasn't built in a day, and understanding control and learning how to make a flame dance from a candle can't be done in the blink of an eye. You have to do it with practice. Right. So changing that mindset and understanding the compromise, the decision that is being made is going to be for your long-term payoff, not for a quick payout. So understand that the promise is so worthy and you are so deserving, and it will absolutely come true with just a little bit of hard work. That's what I've got for you, sweetie. I love that sound. Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Is
All right.
a tropical empress, and she wants number 12.
Number 12. All right. Desk done. Desk done. Whew. I was sweating that big one because, I would think it would have the most in it, but then again, I don't know. It might not have the most. I have not checked, but if anybody has made donations or went on any of the wish lists, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Number 12, right? That's what you said, 12?
Yes.
12. Okay, 12 it is. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. They just keep going and going and going. Okay. Oh, what is this? Hang. Okay. Oh, all right. Woo! I need a sippy sip. Oh, you're so welcome.
Oh, hold on. Change Fun Boy to 12 and remove Tropical Empress and Spirit.
Okay.
Okay. So that's Fun Boy.
Man behind the curtain, we'll take care of that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, moderators. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So, Fun Boy. Are you still here, Fun Boy? and tropical, because I don't care about that. It's not about the read, right? It's about you guys getting to see what's going on in my collection. That is the best part. I have been looking at what I have to send you a photo of the choices. Oh, okay. I'm all in the Kool-Aid and I don't even know what flavor it is. All right, Fun Boy, if you're not here, then we're going to just rock out with tropical. So let's just rock it out anyway. All right, Fun Boy / tropical, tropical / Fun Boy. Here we go. So number 12. I keep forgetting my number. So, okay. This is the complete Book of Shadows Tarot. This is As Above and So Below together. This is so much fun. I love Barbara Moore. I love, as you can see, a lot of my Llewellyns and a lot of my big fun decks that have those big, wonderful, juicy guidebooks all have Barbara Moore. Oh my God, she has got a new one out. It just recently, like this month, came out. Anyway, I love the smell of the ink. Okay, so this is As Above, So Below. This is the complete set, and it comes with a book, and it comes with, the hell is going on back there? I don't think they like the empty shelves. I'm telling you. Jonathan, do you have this set? If you do, we still owe each other a Charmed. I'm just saying. Anyway, As Above, So Below, the complete Book of Shadows. Barbara Moore, absolutely fun. So it is RWS and Earth elements. So Earth, fire, water, air, right? So you got all of them, and then you go into your standard wands, cups, swords, and pentacles. So the next one over here is one of my all-time favorites, because y'all know I am a shadow. And oh my God, yes. So this is the Raven's Prophecy. If you guys have never read a book like this, please, I am not selling anything. I am not suggesting it. But what I am saying is that this guidebook, superb. She makes you see it through her perspective. Doesn't have shit to do with RWS. It doesn't have shit to do with all the Tom, Dicks, and Harrys that have put out decks. It is strictly about her mind frame and how she broke the entire 78 cards down to fit her life. And that is literally the most important part. This book has literally opened a lot of people's mind to seeing the suits a little differently than your standard way. So absolutely very fun, but very heavy in shadow work. So there is going to be a lot of journaling and a lot of finding out, right? You're not going to know if you don't find out. And if you don't dive into the guidebook, then the cards won't make any sense, because you're going to be looking at cards that don't fit your standard clone or standard RWS, because it's not there. The system is the same. The mind frame is what changes the whole outlook and the entire game when it comes to this. This is the Raven's Prophecy. I won this as a giveaway from, again, TO, and I've got another deck. I mean, a book. There's a book that goes with it. And of course, I can't put my hands on it, right? Nope, I found it. So, this. So, this is the Shadowscapes Tarot. And I won this set from TO, right? So this is the coloring book or tracing to learn how to draw all the gorgeous, beautiful creatures and fairies and fays and elementals that are in this deck. You can learn how to draw them, right? So this was a giveaway that I won from TO, and I don't share it. I'm kind of selfish with it. Where is Spirit Tribe Talks with, by the way? Where? Oh, you're talking about TT? Yeah, I don't know. I could call her, but she probably wouldn't answer the damn phone. I don't know. I don't know where TT's at right now. She's probably at home dealing with Papa and Nana. They're kind of sick and they're getting older. So she hasn't had any free time for months and months and months and months and months. So send her some good vibes, y'all. I have been begging her to get back on with us, but you know, you got to take care of family. You got to take care of family and home. They have to come first. So, all right. So, like I said, Shadowscapes Tarot and the Shadowscapes book. I won it in a giveaway, and I absolutely love it. Another one that I won in a giveaway that went by way of Omaha. It literally, to those that was in the live for one of T.O.'s last lives that he had, was a huge giveaway. He gave like 40 decks away, right? I was the very first winner, and I won the Cthulhu deck, right? I have wanted this deck forever because I love me some HP Lovecraft, right? That's just my brain. My brain is all about the shadow, right? Well, Cthulhu is just my kind of thing, and it's huge, right? It's like these huge 7-inch cards. I am not going to take it out of the box. I made a promise to this deck that until TO can come back and do lives, or until certain individuals are at peace and rest and no longer struggling, I have this deck holding all kinds of good energy for TO and for a few other people that need just some structure, right? There is a lot of structure when it comes to Cthulhu and HP Lovecraft, right? I know a lot of people get a little intimidated because of his creepy drawings, but there's so much more to the mind that is going on that people don't even dive into. So what I want to say is that Cthulhu is here. I absolutely love, and for this inner space that we are in right now, if this gets picked, I'm absolutely going to use it, but I'm not pulling it out for big, massive amounts of energy because I do not want my energy that is already sealed in here to be interfered with. So that is also on shelf 12, right? Another one that we have, and it has taken some damage, is the Modern Spellcasters Tarot. You guys, I freaking love this deck, right? This is so much fun. This is Melanie Marquez and Scott Murphy. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, this is some kind of fun. Again, we got good quality craftsmanship, magazine style quality on the books. I believe it's Llewellyn, as usual. And this is just fun, right? Because it literally lets you reverse the swords and the wands, which in my mind, they're already switched anyway most of the time. I struggle having to put them together, but I don't have to when it comes to spellcasters because they're already switched. And to me, the energy flows a little better, but I can't rewrite a system that's been rewritten 1,000 times over for 1,000 years or more. So what I can do is I can interpret it in my direction. This book falls in my direction because it's already going in the same direction I am. So this is Modern Spellcasters Tarot, and it is wonderful. Wonderful. I just got this last year for Yule. It was one of my Yule gifts from one of you beautiful gems. And obviously, if you guys have the deck, then you already know. This is Christoph Hughes and Aaron O'Leary Brown. And this is so wonderful. And the ink smells so good. So, eat, drink, and be merry, and snip the pages if you like the smell of ink, because this is wonderful. Anyway, so this is the Yuletide Tarot. Yuletide Tarot. And then last but not least, for 12, we have the Godfather's Tarot. And okay, obviously, pieces of me, the Godfather. Yes, Lord, why not? If you've heard my story, then you know there's a lot of that Godfather energy going on with who my uncles are. So my uncles are the Flints, and they live in Chicago, and they're pretty busy all the time. But when you think about the Godfather energy of what they have faced in their life, going up against the mob in all of the ways they've gone up against the mob in the early 20s and 30s and 40s in Chicago, when you couldn't be as free as you can be today, whether it was prohibition, liquor, or just wanting to be you without being chastised for it. So my family has fought a lot of things. So the Godfather Tarot speaks to me in so many ways, not to mention it is one hell of a shadow deck when you think about what the energies are. And that is what was in Cubby 12. So, did we find out if Funboy was here?
I did not see.
I have not seen him, and I'm not getting anything from my moderators.
But Empress, Tropical Empress is here, and she originally picked 12. The Funboy is
Yep.
not here.
And she wants Shadowscapes. Okay, room. Must make room. Okay. All right. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. I freaking love this. And of course, you know, it's Barbara Moore and someone else. Stephanie Pumala. I don't know. Y'all know how to say her name? I do not. I know how to say the Stephanie part. But that's the only part I understand. All right. So this deck has been edged in this gorgeous silver because there's like this gorgeous silver border going on. So I just literally followed through with silver ink and edged it so that the silver wrapped all the way around it. Something about that white stark edging just kind of throws me off on a deck. It's like it's unfinished and you got to put its shoes on it. And that's exactly what it felt like. I had to put its shoes on. You have at looking at things. Absolutely. I am not going to be the one that wants to copycat. I love standing out. So I guess it's just that Gemini, dark moon, Aries rising energy. No, I don't know. I'm just talking mad shit right now. All right. What does Tropical need to know? Anything specific that could be different from, I don't know, this morning? Don't everybody jump at one damn time now. What? Oh, shit. Damn it. And it hit the floor, so it's at your door. Okay. I can't reach it. I got it. I lost it. I found it. I got it. Woohoo! All right. So what is at your door? Oh. Okay. Prince Charming is at your door. This is just going to be a one card quickie because I just want to show it off real quick. So you have the Knight of Cups. This is Prince Charming is coming in. You have Captain Save-A-Ho coming in to save the day, right? I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying that in an inspirational way. We all need a Captain Save-A-Ho once in a while. I need one about every other day. But hey, you know, look, Prince Charming hasn't found me yet, but I hope yours will find you. What I want you to understand is when it comes to this kind of energy paired with the King of Pentacles, you have so much generosity and there is a practical leadership that's going on within you, right? So this Prince Charming energy, male or female, does not make me no, never mind. I don't go by that. I go by the energy of the card, and the energy of the card is a Prince Charming kind of energy. It could be a Princess Charming. I don't give a damn. It could be Snow White and Prince Charming. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. What matters is that you understand the energy of someone coming in to help you also keep you lifted with that generosity, that practical leader that's inside of you, that King of Pentacle energy, that leader that can't be seen right now because they're still in training, right? A knight doesn't become a knight overnight, right? They have to go through a lot of training. They have to go through a lot of understanding and a lot of things that may not make sense to us, but they're going to have it installed in them, and they're going to be able to bring it out of you, whether you can see it right now or not. This knight in shining armor will be able to pull this incredible leadership out of you that is needed for what's coming ahead of you. And that's what I've got for you, sweetie. Witch's casting set.
And strawberry barbecue.
Ooh, that sounds wonderful. Tell me more, Twisted. What is it? A witch's casting set. Ooh, tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. All right. All right. Let me get through these just a little bit quicker if I can. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. We have filled the table up. We are up to the bar now.
Sharon and the strawberry rhubarb, are you here?
Sharon, strawberry rhubarb. What number? Oh.
Let me get to my list.
I am not rushing you, man behind the curtain.
Well,
And let me check my phone, see if I need to thank anybody.
Sharon would like 8. Ooh, symbols carved on crystals.
Nope. Okay, no donations or anything. Okay, what is it? What number?
Sharon would like number 8.
Number 8. Okay, let's get that up here so I don't forget where I'm going. Dum, 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 dum. Number 8. Okay. Number 8. All right. Oh my God, we have 8 and 9, and then we're done. All right, number 8. Oh shit, they're heavy. Oh. This is one of the smaller shelves. Oh. All right. Okay. Well, it's okay. Don't worry. This is not about, a donation kind of thing. Yeah, I do need a couple of things, but I would rather earn it than ask anybody for it. So literally no pressure, none whatsoever. And I'm always telling y'all to go on my wish list because look, somebody always wants something or needs something, and I want to have it. So we have the Robin Woods Tarot is in cubby number 8. He is the first deck that I put my hands on. So he is wonderful. He was a gift from one of you gems. Because in class, I didn't have, at the time, I didn't have the traditional RWS at that time. So this was their donation to me having an RWS that I could participate in class for, because class was about following the traditions of RWS. And I didn't know what any of the symbols meant. I didn't know what the pomegranates meant, the ladybugs, the bees. I didn't understand the greens and the reds and the cloaks and the robes and I didn't get all of that. Oh, you asshole. But I'm learning it because I now have the Robin Wood. The Robin Wood is wonderful. It has eventually it got shuffled, which was recently. I do not have it edged yet, so it's got these very bright white edgings that I am going to eventually get rid of and get some color going, but I don't know what color because I haven't been able to kind of meditate and get the color that it wants, but I have a feeling this green Gemini loving fool is not going to put green on the edges. I don't know. So anyway, the first one out of cubby number 8 is the Robin Woods Tarot. So that is the number 1 there. Oh, get in there. And then we have the Alchemical Tarot of Marseille. I don't know if this is, it is the English. No, this is not the English version. This is the French edition, I believe. Yes, this is the French edition. So although it is printed in English for the book, thank God, everything else is in French. but good thing I know Marseille. Why only pick one color? Most of mine have a rainbow effect anyway. Like most of my decks, they've got a plethora of colors. There's never usually just one solid color. Even if it's blue, there's like 6 different blues, 3 different blues, 4 different pinks, 3 different oranges. It's never just one solid. So I just, the world ain't made that way. So anyway, okay. So the Alchemical Tarot of Marseille. Absolutely love it. This is the French edition. And although I cannot read French, I do know what these are because I understand the numerological order because the numbers are there. And I can literally tell if it is a cup or a wand or, a tower on fire, or a sword, or I did cups, coins, right? So because even though it's in French, I absolutely am ecstatic because I love me some Marseille and I love the way this deck feels. Like, I don't know what this card stock is, but I would call it Dream with a capital D because this is yummy. And I'm assuming it ripples just fine, but I have not rippled it yet. I kind of am a little selfish with this. So you probably have not seen it out and about on my page yet. And that's just because I'm quite selfish with it. And once I'm a little more comfortable with understanding the French to it, yeah, I can see me absolutely bringing it out and sharing it with you guys really, really, really soon. Okay, so again, back to the Brian Froud and my all-time favorite Inside Edition. I love me some Inside Editions. And obviously, if you've been here all day, you've seen several Inside Edition decks that I have. This is my favorite Inside Edition, and this is the Labyrinth, right? So, not to mention, I'm a huge Brian Froud fan. But I mean, come on. It's the Labyrinth. It's David Bowie. It's the Goblin King. And it's this wonderful, like, rose petal kind of finish. Anyway, it's Pip. It's what they call that, Pipish or whatever. It's the unillustrated. It's Pip edition, right? It's not illustrated. So anyway, long story short, I freaking love it. All the characters that are in the movie are absolutely in the deck, and I love, and I use it all the time. I love how they got real comfortable with this deck, and I hope to always have it. Some of the books, they're not the best quality, but I don't know if this was because it was one of the very first ones that they started doing, but this one is really good quality. The book is really well put together. I've literally seen them fall apart in walkthroughs because they rush to make so many of them with the Inside Edition. But hey, I'm not here to criticize. I am just glad that I have the Labyrinth. I am a little selfish with it. I don't put it out a lot because I kind of hoard it to myself because I just am so in love with the Labyrinth, period. It's just kind of where my mind is always at in a lot of places. Another one is the villains. So this is the Disney's villain deck, right? Again, Inside Edition. Wonderful. Same setup, same box design, same beautiful rose petal. I'm highly upset about this, though. There are so many villains, and they repeated the process. They could have used a different villain for every damn one of these cards. I kid you not. I shit you not. So it's purple and green. So I rocked out the purple and green. The backs are purple, the edges are green, and then there's all kinds of colors on the inside. But the biggest amount of colors is the purples and the greens. So I absolutely rocked it out, but they definitely could have stepped up their game a little bit better with the villain and made more villain. And the Rumpelstiltskin that they've got in here, good Lord. I could have designed that better with my dream and a pinky. Literally, my pinky and a dream, and I could have designed the Rumpelstiltskin card so much better. And, I mean, if you're going to repeat a villain, at least make it one of the damn good ones. You guys, good thought, good process. I absolutely love the deck. I am not going to complain. It was a gift from my cousin, birthday present. Absolutely love it. It's not going anywhere. It's just not one that I brag on as much as I brag on this one. But I love it. It's not going anywhere. So another one that I received through a beautiful love box is the Ritual Tarot. This, I don't know if this is the first edition, I believe. Anyway, this is your standard collage tarot. This is the one, that doesn't have the writing or anything on it, and you have to play the guessing game of what it is. Believe it or not, Thomas and I Thomas did better than me the first time when I first got it, and I opened it, and I got the love box, and I opened it, and I was like, oh my God, because I was just like, I stopped breathing when I saw that they had put the Ritual Tarot in one of the love boxes. Like, are you kidding me? Thank you, tarot gods. You understand? So anyway, I like collages. I love the artwork. I freaking love it. Anyway, Thomas and I, just on GP, without the book, we just went through, and I missed like 16. I got like 16 or 17 of them wrong because I didn't know, if it was a queen or a high priestess or an empress or whatever. Thomas only missed like 8 or 9. Like, he was on it. He knew what was what. And I'm telling you, that brain that Thomas has is wonderful. But anyway, long story short, I got the Ritual Tarot, and I ain't letting it go. You guys have not seen it in motion yet, but it will get in motion very soon. I just need the right person to be with me on screen when I use it, because I'm gonna need to do some leaning. You know what I mean? And I know I'm gonna do just fine with it, but I absolutely want to make sure that the person that I read with either has the deck or at least understands the deck very well and can help me. I have that one, the Labyrinth, but I'm gonna have to critique the Dark Crystal. I don't have the Dark Crystal. Shame on me, right? But I have the Labyrinth. All right, so next up is Easy Peasy. Again, back with 2 Kim Cran's decks. This is the Kim Cran's Alchemy. This is her newest. And then this is Kim Cran's Archetype, right? So this is Archetype Oracle. And this is the Kim Cran's Alchemy. So both very fun. This morning I showed 2 Kim Cran decks. And those are 2 more that I have. And if she comes out with 2 more, I'm sure I will be adding them to my collection. What up, Trip? Pup pass. I still waiting on that love box I ain't got yet, but it's gonna come. All right, Sharon. What deck or decks screamed at you the most in my little walkthrough of cubby number 8? What did I miss? Everything, Gerald. Every damn thing. No, I'm just kidding. Kidding. Words. I don't know where they're at today. A lot. Everybody wants to know where I get my inspiration for the scavenger hunts. And I've been telling y'all for the longest, I was going to show you where the inspiration come from. So this is my inspiration. And any donations that come in will be going towards new decks for new scavenger hunts, which hopefully start back up this weekend. Fingers crossed. But if not, we will get them back on the schedule very, very, very soon. I don't think I would probably use the Dark Crystal just because of the Brian Froud imagery, because I know it's his imagery. But I don't know if I would resonate with it like I do the Labyrinth, but I would want it just because, it's got Brian Froud imagery in it. And I'm absolutely a Jim Henson and Brian Froud freak fan. I love them. All right. Is Sharon still with us? If not, that is fine. We will move on.
The last cubby is number 9, and T. Lynn.
T. Lynn has the last cubby. Okay.
And my phone ran out of juice. It got too hot.
It died. It died. It died. It died. Okay, I'm gonna give her just a couple more seconds. Sharon.
But T-Lane is started if you want to.
Okay. Swampy says, "Hey, Drip." Oh, I wonder if I could do that for the villains. That is a good thought, Jonathan. I love it. All right. Hi, Rossi. Beautiful people. The beautiful people. Okay, we are going to T-Lin number 9. T-Lin, are you still here? If you're not here, you don't get the little read with whatever deck. That's the only thing you're missing. What died? Something died? Who died? What died?
My phone.
A phone. A phone battery died. Nothing major. Nothing that can't be brought back to life. All right, so hold on. A whole lot moving around. Moving and shaking, and that'd be me. All right, hold on, guys. I gotta make room. I gotta make room. Hey, hey, hey.
Man can't ruffle the curtains.
I gotta make room. Room being made. All right, number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Oh, number 9. And the cubbies are done. They're empty. Woohoo! We made it, y'all. Woo! Okay. All right. Let me check. Nope. Nothing to say thank you about. Okay. All right. So here we go. First deck that come out of the cubby is the Kipper. And I just recently got this. I'm studying Lenormand, and I'm finding out that Kemper has nothing to do with Lenormand, which I kind of thought it did, but a part of me still thinks that it does. There's got to be some kind of synchronicity. There's some something going on, right? So anyway, we got to do a cubby reading again. Absolutely. I got to get more. I got to get more. If you guys already know everything I got, then can't very well bring more out if I ain't got no new ones. So anyway, we got a Kemper, which is basically like a Lenormand deck, which I do have a couple Lenormands, but I'm going to tell you right now, I wish I had a Lenormand that looked like this, size-wise and everything. I do better with bigger decks. I have big, large fingers and hands. I got piano fingers. Dun, 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 dun. So small decks, they're not the best. Denise Knight reads the Kemper. Denise Knight.
So,
I don't know if I know who that is. Ritual Tarot Challenge. Just read a card without knowing what the card is. I'm learning. I'm pretty good. I'm actually better at the Ritual Tarot than I gave my own self credit for. Like I said, I missed several because I got the females like in the wrong position. Like I got the wrong queens mixed up. And I got the Empress and the High Priestess mixed up. So I made like mine was all in the females. The Page, the Knights, and the females. The Queens, yeah, that shit was throwing me off. But other than that, I got all the rest of them right. So I do get pat on my shoulder for that one. So anyway, so this is your standard Kemper deck. And like I said, it is technically not Lenormand, but there's got to be some kind of coinky dink that goes with it, right? There's just something about this that screams more in my general area of curiosity and fun versus some of them Lenormand decks that I struggle with because they're either too cutesy, too kitty. I don't know. But I'm working on it. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. I am definitely more steampunk and like Victorian kind of era. If there was a Victorian era steampunk rat rod kind of thing, oh my God, I think I need to invent it, I guess. I don't know. But I will. Miss Moonlight, tell me more. Hi, Miss Moonlight. I didn't even see you sneak in. Okay, so the next one that we pulled out of cubby number 9 is the Dark Magic, right? This is the Dark Magic Oracle. You guys, this is one powerful ass shadow deck. But again, this deck is not for everybody. And I don't mean that to be rude, but if you are not actively on a shadow journey or working in a shadow direction, this deck is not going to resonate with you. Chances are good that you're going to be like, I don't know it. I don't get it. Well, that's because you're making a whole lot of excuses for not wanting to dive into what's really going on. So this deck is freaking wonderful. I share it all the time. We bring it out on Wednesdays. It is a shadow deck. There is something wonderful in this deck for almost any damn person I've read on it with. And then they come back and they're like, well, what deck was that? And I tell them what deck it is. And they're like, I never read it to resonate with me before. And that's because you're not empowering yourself to know how to use the deck in an empowering way. It gets intimidating with some of them shadow words that we don't want to journal on, but it is definitely a must-have in this shadow world going on over here. So yes, yes, yes to the Dark Magic Oracle and them shadows. Number 3 coming out of cubby number 9. This is the Goddess Temple. Mwah, chef's kiss. Again, this is another deck that I use for my challenges on Wednesdays when I need to challenge my gems. That is journaling prompt keywords. If you come on a Wednesday, you'll understand what the challenge is. That's your prompt, your journal prompt, your challenge, right? I have 2 of them. One was this morning, and that is the Celtic Wisdom Oracle is one of my challenges for Mondays and Wednesdays, and this is strictly Wednesday's challenge. This book has just really good challenge words on it, and it also sometimes puts you into a place that forces you to do shadow work, to overcome fears, to find a better way to see yourself and stop criticizing yourself all the way down, because the only way up is up, and you got to do that through inspiration. So definitely it is a hidden gem in my collection. The next one is the Santa Marte, and it is obviously a combined pair. I have them both. I have the tarot and the oracle. So yes, I use them all the time. You guys see them used in all kinds of reads, no matter whose page I'm going on, even on my own page. I use these. I use this one for the messages from, and I use this as kind of like teaching with the message that comes from that on the other, those that are on the other side. So I use the Santa Marte in a very intimate, personal way, and I don't use it in the traditional RWS way. I use this as the educational teaching guide to go with whatever they want you to work on, and I let them pick your homework assignment. So I don't usually have control over how that comes out or when it comes out. We are back to another Colette Baron read, and that is the 7 Energies Oracle. You guys, there is some dry humor in here. If you have not read this guidebook, you are missing out. There is so much wonder in this deck. There is so much to go on. This is just a very beautiful, absolute dream gem of an energy deck, right? Not only is it just animals and images of a teacup or an image of an endless possibility with stars floating over just the mind of someone. There's not a lot of people going on in this deck. And again, that is my kind of thing, right? I want the oddities of it. I don't need the people. I don't need the expressions to distract me from the message that I am trying to get. But the book itself is quite hilarious. If you have not got a chance to read the guidebook, I strongly suggest that you find a way to read the guidebook, even if it's just online or if it's just asking somebody that you know has the deck. Say, hey, find me a couple of them pages that I need to understand and see them in a different way. This energy deck will definitely bring some humor to the healing, and that sometimes is all that's needed. Okay, another one. We are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number 7 out of cubby number 9 is something that you guys see me use all the time. This is Earthly Souls and Spirits Moon Oracle. Y'all, this is such a yummy, yummy, yummy deck. I did edge it in pinks and purples because it's just kind of my thing. I just to edge it. So the fluidity of this being pinks and purples is about the passion, right? There is a lot of passion in this deck. When I say passion, that's exactly what I mean. When the witches, the cat, the hat, the wolves, or the moon tell you to get out and get spontaneous, get the hell out there and get spontaneous. If they want you to get mindful about something, they're not scared to tell you. Get mindful. There's something in it for all of us. When they want to remind you, what can you give freely to everyone? Hope. It's just a word away, right? Hope has more power than we tend to give it. We tend to forget about it and not use it when we should be using it more often. But that's like a place and time for someone like me that lives on hope and passes it out freely. And I refill all the hope cups every single chance I get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 8, and back to Inside Edition. Okay, guys, so don't judge me on this. I can feel the judgment already. So it is the Horror Terror, and it's Inside Edition. And this is one of the ones where, in my opinion, they flopped. Guys, they flopped. The book is shit. The book is shit. I'm scared to open it because it's literally going to fall apart. Have you guys seen like the Star Trek Inside Edition, that Star Trek one that they made? I'm telling you, if I open this and it falls apart, I'm just going to throw the whole damn thing away. They dropped the ball on it, right? I can't afford the Horror Terror indie deck. I'm a horror junkie fan. I love it, right? But I couldn't afford it, and I found this mass market one, and I'm like, oh, I can afford it. Let me get it. Inside Edition, I can keep my little collections of the Inside Edition going. Okay, I absolutely love the box. They didn't drop the ball on the box. I absolutely love the color. Same rose petal finish. I do like the images. I don't like the damn borders, but the book, y'all, I am a guidebook junkie. I will read every one of my guidebooks from cover to cover before I ever touch the deck, right? If it comes with a deck. If it comes with a guidebook. But they literally dropped the ball with this one. I'm very disappointed. You might not ever see this one come out. And it's not because I don't absolutely love it. And I might bring it out for Samhain and fall as we come into it. But I will not be opening that damn book because they dropped the ball and I am scared it will fall apart. That's the problem with Inside for me. I know they are completely hit or miss. I am so glad they got the Labyrinth right, guys. I am so glad they got the Labyrinth right. And I heard the Garbage Pail Kids. Now, come on. I grew up in that era. I do not have it. I hopefully will get it before the year is out. But I hear that one, they actually did really good with on the Garbage Pail. I'm not a Buffy kind of girl, so y'all, you won't see it on my wish list. If it is on my wish list, it's because one of the beautiful moderators that have access to add and remove and just keep it fresh and keep it active has added it to the list. But trust and believe, it is not one that I personally added. So, but if it shows up, it will end up in rotation. So the last one, whoo, guys, we made it. The last one is probably one of my favorites. This is Earthcraft Oracle. Guys, when you need that hug from your granny, your mama, that favorite auntie of yours, or just little mama that lives down the street and wants to bake cookies for everybody, right? That woman that has every bit of soul inside of her pinky that we usually don't have enough of in our entire body, and her pinky is just radiating that soul, that love, that giving. That's this deck. Yes, absolutely, it's edged. It has seen better days. It is very frail because I have been a shuffling junkie and I have had this since it came out. But I promise you, I promise, for anybody that loves an earth connection, a water connection, Yeah, pretty much all of it. Fire, air, earth, water, it's all in here, right? There's so much soul in this deck. There is a lot of healing that can happen in this deck. So, if you've never heard of it, it's called the Earthcraft Oracle. It is wonderful. It is done by um, uh, Juliet Diaz and Lorraine Anderson, which I believe are the same two of the same illustrators and artists that did the Seasons of the Witch set, right? And like I said, oh, I've almost got the complete set, and I am so happy that I love them. So, um, guys, this is wonderful. Earthcraft will touch you in places that you didn't know you needed to be touched in. And if you happen to have the Hoodoo Tarot and you pair this Earthcraft with the Hoodoo Tarot, the truth that is in the Hoodoo Tarot about the hidden history and the truths to the misinformed history that is wrong with this world today that does not want to accept the truth for what it was. They want to doctor it up or make it seem like it wasn't this when it was absolutely this. It's what I love about the Hoodoo Tarot. It keeps me honest and it keeps me in check. And this is one hell of a deck that pairs really well with it. Okay, that is what was in Cubby 9T Lynn. Thank you for choosing it. And for those that have been a part of this long journey with me today, thank you for hanging out with me today. Was any of the decks yelling your name, T Lynn? If not, it's no biggie. None of them had to. But if one did, then we can do a little 2 or 3 card quickie in it for you just to see where you're at in the deck, so to speak, if T-Lynn is still here. We'll give that just a couple of seconds. Okay. Nothing jumped out at you, T-Lynn? I recently saw a comment from you. Where did I go? I'm back. Where did I go? I'm back. Okay. All right. I don't see anything. So guys, forgot the name by Colette Baron Reed. Okay, so that's got to be this one because it's the only Colette Baron Reed that I've got. So that would be the 7 Energies Oracle. Great choice. Great choice, by the way. So let's just see what they have. And it is the Oracle of the 7 Energies.
Even Tommy has that one.
It's not one I have to free the art because there's no border. I didn't have to free the art. I love when I don't have to free the art. You can put a capital WCPS. Wands, cups, pentacles, swords. Hey, it hit the dang on floor. You know what that means? It means it's at your door. All right. Okay, T-Lynn, something you need to let go of, right? This hit the floor, so that means it's at your door. Something you need to let go of. Can you see the words there? Let it go. Wow. Gorgeous. What else fell with that? You have endless possibilities and the power of purpose. So what I want you to know is that just because this one hit the floor and it's at your door, you need to let something go. It doesn't have anything to do with these, right? Something you need to let go of because these 2 things are ready to move in. These are good energies that are ready to move in. A power of purpose, right? Look at that. Do you see that? That is just yummy and wonderful. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody, right? Except for the person that its purpose is meant for. And right now, that is you. So ultimately, whatever it is that is needing to come in and you need to make room for it, move that shit that isn't serving you the hell out. Get out. Today, it has an eviction notice as of today. It's no longer serving you. We're cutting off imaginary afflume, cutting off what doesn't serve us, right? Absolutely. There is endless possibilities that come with this power of purpose, right? So bring it in. And if you think about what is going on in the situation, you have 18 and 38, right? So you're ending in an 8 situation. Ending in an 8 situation is like ending in strength all by itself, right? There is strength in the number 8. There is longevity in the number 8. There is something that is meant to be self-controlled as well, right? It's not something we just want it to run haywire and run all the way through us. It is something that is definitely needed for purpose, power, and control, right? So absolutely bring those endless possibilities in. Whatever the hell it is that's no longer serving you, get it out of there. Make room for what needs to come in. And I bet you by the end of the year, something, if not one thing, maybe more than one, will have found a whole new life because it found room to grow and become limitless and more powerful. And that's what I've got for you, sweetie. What is that image? Looks like a circular saw. It does kind of look like a circular saw, doesn't it? I don't know what exactly the image is. Let's see if it says what the image is. Let's see. I don't usually go to the books outside just to read it for myself. The key concept is seeing your unique place in the world in a clear sense of authentic purpose. There is healthy self-esteem and letting go of something that is no longer conditioning. You need to celebrate your uniqueness. You be you, right? I hear Gerald say it all the time. You be you. I'm going to be me. You be you. You don't have to worry about impressing me. You don't have to worry about making sure you're not going to fit in because you're absolutely already in with the rest of the gems. None of us are hidden anymore. We are gems that are found. We are seen. We are felt. We are loved. And we are not scared of our shadow. So absolutely, whatever this beautiful wheel of purpose, of power is that is coming in, it is time for you to realize that you are destined for something that is meant for you and you alone. The catalyst may be overwhelming, but there is something special, a path that you must choose, specifically molded just for you. You'll discover it to be necessary of what you thought versus what you want. Whether you want it, need it, or see it, it is what it is. There is an uncanny conviction that comes with this. So hold on true and deep because there is a sense of power rising to its truest self, and it will accompany a need of action and contentment to explore something on a purposeful journey of choice, right? Everything in life is a choice, whether we want to admit it or not. Not making a choice is literally making a choice, right? So make sure that you take all of that in with you as you express yourself, but literally be your authentic you, uniquely just you. And that's what I got for you, T-Lynn. All right, guys, that was the Cubbies. All right, you guys know I love you guys very, very much. I'm going to check one more time to see if there is any donations for decks or if anybody sent a message saying that they went on the wish list. Nope. Nope. All right, guys. So until next time, remember to positively keep lifting yourself up, because if you're not lifting yourself up, no one else will. When they see you lift you, that's when they want to be inspired. So continue to inspire them by showing you how much you love you. And that's what I've got for you today, guys. I'll see you tonight for shadow work. Bye, guys. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.